Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Underground Live. I'm your boy bGrynch, and thank you for joining us here on this lovely night. I'm sick as fuck tonight, I will tell you that. Got the flu. Really didn't want to do this show tonight, to be honest with you, but I'm a consummate professional, so here I am. I look like shit, no big deal. Let's just get right into it, man. Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Christian? I don't know. I'm really fucking sick, but these motherfuckers would have so many threesomes, in fact, that do you know that this is why Demi Moore thinks that the cheating started? Oh, that's much better. That's even better. Yeah, Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher would have a lot of threesomes, and because of that, that was the demise of their relationship. And that's not good. See, if you're in a relationship, you have threesomes, you got to be strong as, Hey, Holly, I'm actually about to start this right over. So tune back in. Hey. I'm not even in the mood to do this on fucking. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy bGrynch. Welcome to another edition of Underground Live. I'd actually start over. That's why I'm 2 minutes late, because I'm sick as fuck. I got the flu. It ain't cool. And I'm just going to roll right through this. So bear with me, will you, folks? Yeah, been a lot of throwing up and explosive diarrhea here in the bGrynch house. And quite honestly, I'm in a lot of pain. My shoulder's fucking hurting. It's just been a bad 2 days. You see, I've been burping up this shit that tastes like eggs for the last 2 days. Like eggs. Hey, what's going on, Holly? How you doing, Evan? I've been burping up this shit, tastes like egg, and I have absolutely no idea what it's from or how it got there, because I haven't had eggs in a very long time. But nevertheless, you don't want to hear about my putrid illness, I'm sure. So let's just get on with the show, shall we? All right, that's wonderful. You know, Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher, the social media realist, he's a social media fucking ugu, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He's an actor. Okay. Well, you know, the two of them were married for an awfully long time. You'll also know that she's a lot older than he is. But what you didn't know is that the two of them would partake in threesomes. Okay. A lot of them. So many threesomes, in fact, that Demi Moore was under the impression that this is what caused Ashton to cheat. Well, listen, sweetheart, if you're not comfortable with how your man is going to act after a threesome or two, don't have one. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? And you know something? If you Ashton Kutcher and you married to a Demi Moore who like in her 50s and still look like she in her 30s, why the fuck would you want to cheat on her, man? Especially if you're getting threesome. You're getting pussy. What's the deal with that? That's fucking stupid. Speaking of Ashton Kutcher, speaking of threesomes, and speaking of sex, I'm always being told that I have to go out more. I have to meet more people. I have to get out of this house, get on my feet, go somewhere. Because quite honestly, I guess I don't do enough of that. You know, Really don't like people. Unless it's for the show. I could care less. Being perfectly honest with you. But I have found it a great way to actually, let me just do this on YouTube because we're streaming on YouTube also. And, hey, how you doing, Rebecca? Holly, how's everybody doing? Wonderful. I'm glad y'all joined us here. I'm being told that I have to get out more and meet more people. So you know what I started doing? I started going to SA meetings. Okay. They're kind of like NA meetings and AA meetings, but they're SA meetings. They're sexual anonymous meetings. I'm going to tell you what, if you want to get laid on the quick, you go to an SA meeting. Okay. They're boring as fuck. But I will tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you a couple of things, actually. First of all, when people share their stories, it ain't like an NA where it's like, oh, I used to shoot up, man. And it was so bad. I was living on the street. It's shit like, I'm a 36-year-old female. I like to get fucked in my ass and rammed in my pussy with a cock in my mouth. And I like to have 5 guys on top of it. And I'm like, holy shit, this is intriguing shit. You know what I'm saying? That I'm listening to. So I'll wait for the girl with the best story to wait till the meeting's over or on a break. And I will meet her at the coffee table. And I will be like, that is so sad. What you've gone through is just incredible. It's just a really crazy fucking story. And she'll be like, oh, thank you very much. And can I pour you a drink of coffee? Oh, that'd be very nice. Oh, how you doing? I'm B. She's like, I'm so-and-so. And then you say, maybe afterwards we grab a drink or two. Let me tell you something. You getting laid that night. Period. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You have game, you good looking, and you know how to talk a little bit. You get laid at an SA meeting. For shizzle. Yeah. I'm just saying, man, it's the truth. You all agree. Yeah, maybe you don't. Just go to SA meeting and find out, try your skills. If you can't get laid at an SA meeting, then fucking, you might as well just chop your cock off. And that goes for you too, ladies. You might as well just take that toothbrush into your clitoris. Like a year or two ago, we had that story about that lady that would brutalize herself by toothbrushing her clitoris. Oh, because she was in SA. Wow. The memory then comes serves me. Wonderful. You're not going to believe this shit, but Gwen Stefani and that pussy from Bush, not funny, that pussy from Bush. I hate Bush. Whatever the fuck his name is. Gwen Stefani and her ex-husband are so devastated over the fact that their son, Apollo, first of all, who the fuck names their son Apollo? On the real. Apollo? That's devastating right there. For me to sit here and read to you, this kid's name Apollo is just truly fucking devastating. But no, seriously, they're devastated over the fact that their youngest kid, Apollo, is leaving for kindergarten. That's so fucked up. Wait until the kid grows up another fucking 15 years and is 18 years old or whatever, how the fuck you do the math, and he leaves for fucking college. That's fucking devastating. My kid, I've only seen about 20 times in the last 7 years because of how far he lived from going to college, and now he moved there. It's fucking devastating. Not when your kid goes to fucking, what up, James? Not when your kid goes to fucking kindergarten. He coming home. Now, I just get to talk to my son every night on the phone. That's about as good as it gets, baby. That's when you'd be devastated. So I hate Gwen Stefani. I actually saw her in concert once. She was so annoying. I swear to God, I wanted to take my beer bottle. It was at an amphitheater. So there was a whole general admission audience on the floor. And then there was a backyard that we were sitting on. And I had a beer bottle in my hand. And I just knew for sure I could fucking chuck this fucking beer bottle and nail that dumb bitch in her fucking head. I would have loved to have seen me hit that bitch in the head because I hate Gwen fucking Stefani. Because they devastated over Apollo's fucking going to kindergarten. Give me a fucking break. Well, you're going to love this fucking story. And this is the truth. All right. Anything I say on this fucking on this show is the fucking truth. You Google it. All right. But this motherfucker, all right, this teen masturbated 56 times straight before having a heart attack. Now, after his death, yeah, the guy jerked off 56 times in a row. Okay. Now, you would think after about 5 times, there wouldn't be nothing but dust coming out his cock. But no, this kid actually jerked off 56 times in a row and died of a heart attack. So I guess, too much jerking off can kill you. It might not make you blind, but it sure as fuck will give you a heart attack. And a rep from the Guinness Book of World Record the kid's name was Jerome Carpenter. Should have said that at the beginning. Jerome Carpenter jerked off 56 times and actually beat the world record in jerking off. He was awarded the world record in jerking off in the Guinness Book of World Records. And he ain't even here to fucking accept the acknowledgement or receive the fucking penance, or not penance, but the rewards of being a world title record holder of jerking off. Now, is that something you'd be proud of? I had a friend named Mark. He was in my band when we were in high school. That guy was a consummate fucking jerker-offer, masturbator. That guy, you couldn't fucking catch that guy without his cock in his hand. And it was just very, very sad because when I was in high school, I had a bunch of bitches around me. Mark didn't so much. Mark had a lot of tissues around him at home. So that's just that. I'm just saying. Talking about masturbating and all of this shit, I'm in Publix, which is a grocery store down here in South Florida. And this really attractive lady comes up to me. Okay. Subsequently, I find out that she's 54 years old, and she's telling me how attractive I am. And she doesn't realize that I'm 45. Okay, because I look so goddamn good, except for when I have the flu. I realize I look like shit tonight. I got it. You don't have to fucking keep telling me. I got it. But she come up to me and she's like, you're a very handsome guy. She's like, I would love to bring you in to my marriage as a sexual partner with me and my husband. So I'm thinking, well, what exactly is the deal with that? She's like, no. You never have to do anything with my husband. He just wants to watch you fuck me. So I'm like, I could possibly be down with that. I mean, believe me, I have fucked in front of many people. Selena knows who I was with, and she knows I have fucked in front of a lot of damn people. So believe me, fucking in front of some bitch's husband ain't shit to me. Okay. And then she goes on to tell me that, this would be a steady thing and they would actually like to make a relationship out of it. That's when I was like, fucking put the brakes on. It's like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm not having a relationship with a married couple, because they were like, you have to cut off all your affairs with all your girlfriends and be ours. And I'm like, that's kind of fucking sideways. So yeah. So all I did was say, you won't come back to my house and give me a blowjob? And she was like, okay. And that's exactly what happened. Came back to my house, which is right across the street from Publix. It was only about a 3-minute drive. I actually got into her car. She drove. It was like 3 minutes, whatever. And she gave me a good blowjob, busting a nut straight down her throat. And she left. I never talked to them again. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. If you a husband that wants to watch your fucking girl get fucked. And not to mention, she said, don't worry, he cleans up everything. And that grossed me the fuck out, because I couldn't even imagine what the fuck she talking about. He cleaned up everything? The fuck does that mean? So yeah, I bounced on that idea. But fucking people are crazy. What can I say? Right, Selena? You know who I'm talking about, don't you? Hey, Amy. Haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? All right, so let's get into some news, shall we? Because I'm sick as fuck, man. I'm either going to puke or have explosive diarrhea or something. I don't want to do it on the air. But this dude used scissors to cut the penis off of his wife's side piece. Okay, this is no shit. Okay, 49-year-old Alex Bonilla held his wife at gunpoint while he tied her lover's. Wait a minute, let me start over. I got a little bit confused. All right. This nigga, Alex Bonilla, 49-year-old, held his wife at gunpoint while he tied up her lover to a bed canopy. Okay. And when this guy was immobile and couldn't fucking move anymore, this motherfucker Alex took a pair of scissors, and cut this motherfucker's cock off. Swear to God, it's in the news. Fucking Google Alex Bornelia, 49 years old, and you will be informed that this motherfucker cut this guy's cock off with a pair of scissors and fled the scene with the cock in his hand. Isn't that incredible? He was found a little later that day, still with the cock in his hand. The guy never let go of the cock. It's that's crazy. At least, what was her face? Threw it out the fucking window in some bushes. They had to go and find it. But this guy's going to make it easy for them and just say, hey, I'll just hold the fucking cock for you. So when I get busted, here's the fucking cock. I think the dude bled out. I'm not really sure. Didn't get that much into the article because I really wasn't that interested, to be honest with you. But he was charged with aggravated assault. Now, honestly, he was charged with aggravated assault only because there's not a set crime name for cutting someone's cock off. Now, if there was a name for cutting someone's cock off, castrating someone, what do you think that name would be? Now, I've thought long and hard about it, but I've been sick the last 2 days. So I really didn't come up with anything. So by all means, if somebody thinks of a good fucking crime name, some kind of premeditated first-degree felony, cut some cock off shit, let me know. I would love to hear your ideas. Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. But this is fucked up too. All right. A Florida middle school teacher was arrested for selling drugs at school. Yo, this is a fucking dope story because this is really, really fucked up. All right. This middle school teacher, fucking 37-year-old Marie Rivera, was charged with several offenses for selling drugs to two students, both 12 and 14 years old. This bitch, Marie Rivera, was selling drugs to a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old in middle school. That's fucked up. She was also charged with possession of fucking the drugs, which they never really, because of the minors involved, never really were clear on what the drugs were. But she was also charged with possession of the drugs and being 1,000 foot within a school zone with the drugs. But none of that compares to the fact that this bitch was straight up selling drugs to 12 and 14-year-old girls. Two of them. Wow, somebody just sent me a friend request. I feel so special. I don't know. I usually deny them. But yeah, that's kind of fucked up if you ask me. Marie Rivera, you're a bad fucking girl. She's not teaching anymore. She's facing 35 years in prison for this offense. 35 years in prison. That bitch should get slapped right up against her fucking face because, quite honestly, even if you're a drug dealer, you don't sell to a 12 and a 14-year-old. You just don't. Even drug dealers have more compassion than that. This bitch was teaching them. Anyway, this is a really fucked up story right here. And we're going to wind down real easy but 50 teenagers stood by and recorded on their telephones while this kid was killed in a brawl. Okay? So there was between 50 and 70 teenagers that surrounded this kid, Cassine Morris. He was 16 years old. Okay? And they surrounded him, all videotaping him, while three guys bum rushed this fucking guy and stabbed him to death. He was stabbed several times. Nobody did a fucking thing. All they did was stand there and video record the fucking crime. This kid being fucking killed. How fucked up and distorted is that bullshit? Now, Nassau County Police on Long Island, they're looking for any of the kids that recorded the video to come forward and at least give them the cell phone footage so they could at least identify the suspects because nobody knows who the fuck they were. There was 50 fucking to 70 kids fucking around them doing that shit. Video recording, not even helping the motherfucker. They should all be bitch slapped, those fucking people. Yeah, but that's a very sad story because the kid actually died. He bled out in the hospital. And 16 years old, had the whole world in front of him. But because of fucking three dudes have to fucking, they can't even fist fight in this fucking day. Come on, man. When I was growing up in New York, we called people out. It's like, if I had a problem with you, I say, yo, nigga, I'll call you out, man. 3 o'clock, we meeting in the park. What, Tyrone? Tyrone, I am not in the mood to yell at you tonight. Just shut up and sit down. Thank you. Tyrone won't tell me about how he used to call people out. Tyrone, the only thing I think you ever been in this fight is when you lost all your goddamn teeth. Tyrone doesn't clean his fucking cans, his Coke cans. Drives me crazy. So anyway, yeah, nobody did a fucking thing except stand there and watch. Very, very sad. In my day, we called someone out. It was a one-on-one fight. You guys beat the piss out of each other until someone couldn't take it anymore. And then usually you shook hands afterwards. And that was the end of story. Till I moved down here to Florida and saw like fucking kids getting bum rushed by like 4 or 5 guys. You know, my friend on Facebook, Lloyd the Priest, actually got bum rushed while 5 or 6 of us were walking home to go smoke pot from middle school. And 3 dudes jumped out of a car and beat the shit out of him so fucking bad that blood was just coming out of his pores. Like there was no cuts. The blood was just coming out of his pores. Now, I didn't know anybody. I just moved here. I was just hanging out with a bunch of potheads wanting to get stoned. So I certainly didn't jump in, but neither did any of his friends either. So, yeah, he took an ass whooping. Down here in Florida now, it's all over the fucking place. You can't go anywhere without getting fucking rushed by a bunch of fucking people. It's really sad. It's really sad. So that brings me to the quote of the week. Okay. The quote of the week is from my friend Camille. She says, "A tongue in the ass makes a relationship last." And she is right, sweetheart. Excuse me. Like I said, I have the flu. You have to excuse me. A tongue in the ass will make the relationship last. And I'm all down for that. I'm all down for making relationships last. So if you ask me, I'm all for it. That will make my relationship last. It did for about 10 years till I found out that cunt was cheating on everybody in my complex and everybody around town. Selena knows. Selena, I'm even surprised you watching. That's cool though, girl. I hope you enjoy the show. Tyrone, I said Selena, not Roscoe. Get your head straight and stop stealing my airtime. So sorry, man. I don't have the energy to yell at him. All right, because I'm so fucking sick. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get off the air, I am going to go to bed. But this leaves us with the Urban Dictionary word of the week. It's bottom bitch. Do you guys know what a bottom bitch is by any chance? A bottom bitch, okay, is a prostitute who is at the highest of the hierarchy of prostitutes underneath her pimp. Okay, she takes on all the responsibilities in the absence of a pimp. Okay, like collecting money from the girls, making sure the pimp get paid. She might have to slap a couple bitches a few times, but she's the most respected bottom bitch, top girl of the fucking league. And she's also the bottom bitch that will go out and last the longest for this. How you doing, Julia? She'll last the longest with this pimp until she spun the fuck out. Okay, so she'll go from the best moneymaker within the first couple of years to the bitch that's just spun the fuck out. When all the other prostitutes have to give up prostitution because they OD or they fucking just, I don't know, finally get a life and do something other than prostitution. They get, I don't know what the fuck prostitutes do after they're done prostituting, but this bitch will stick by her pimp and he knows he's got 5,000 miles on this bitch. So what he'll do is he'll take this bottom bitch and he'll move to another part of the fucking state or another part of the country and he will run this bitch for another 5,000 miles till she got nothing left. And she is respectfully called the pimp's bottom bitch. And that's true. Look it up in the Urban Dictionary. Bottom bitch. That being said, y'all, I'm getting the fuck out of here because look, I seriously feel like I'm about to throw up and y'all don't want to see that on fucking camera. I don't want to show it to you. I'd be embarrassed. I said explosive diarrhea on the show. So with that being said, keep it real. Love each other. And most of all, peace out. Oh, and by the way, I got in a conversation today on Facebook with these God-fearing fucking people. They make me laugh. They're so funny. Yo, cunt. See you next Tuesday. That's what cunt stands for. You get it? Cunt. See you next Tuesday. Let me kill this live stream video on YouTube. Yeah, see you next Tuesday.